G'day Invector users, my name's Chris. I thought I would get in contact with you guys on the forums and upload a YouTube video to see if you guys would like me to continue on with the system using invector and using Unity terrains. Now, we'll continue. I also have save and load functionality that works on any procedurally generated terrain, and it saves your position. So some of you who use programs like Magic, like we're using here, know that if you are, on a terrain that isn't pinned and you spawn in, your characters are going to fall through the terrain. That saves that. It doesn't physically actually spawn your character in until the terrains are generated where your position was. Now, let's get into the meat of this. So you'll notice these white trees here. These are billboard trees, Unity billboards. This is just a Unity terrain with the trees painted on. And obviously, if we were to just use game objects as trees and have them in the scene, you're going to have a lot of LOD stuff to make it work properly. So I think the better option is to use the Unity terrains with the paint on tree feature. That way we can utilize billboards and reduce draw calls and stuff like that. But as you can see here, the shader for the billboards has been turned to white, so you guys can see that it is actually using billboards. Now, because we're using a Unity terrain, these trees here aren't actual physically game objects. They're kind of like a clone object. They still have a collider attached to them, but that collider then forms part of the actual terrain. So technically speaking, if you were to fire a ray cast and hit this tree, you would be, and getting the name of what you hit, you'd be getting, returning the name of terrain. So what we've done is we've created some code that checks on where you've clicked, and if the click is higher than the XYZ value of the height map, or of the Y value of the height map, then it's obviously assuming that you're clicking on the tree. So we'll right click on this tree. Now, actually, I'll show you first. I've got this stuff in my inventory. We right click on a tree. Now, I've only got these two abilities to, these two functions available at the moment. I will be putting more in shortly, but we can gather sticks from the tree, and you'll see up here in the inventory that the sticks will come in lots of 10 at the moment. Now, I've also got chop down tree function. In my actual code, it does check to see if you have an axe equipped. If you don't have an axe equipped, a little thing comes up here says you need to have an axe equipped. But I've taken it out for the demo because I'm still not quite happy with it. But anyway, we can click on chop down tree. Still plays its animations. It's a horrible animation, I know. And it will drop the tree. That instantiates a proper game object now. And it should spawn a log that then you can do with whatever you want. Now, also, you'll notice when I left click and pick up stuff like mushrooms, it doesn't attack. Same as gathering plant fibers. And that is because I have a code in there that when you push a certain button, then you can attack. And also, if we come over to our rock, another good thing is when you're using a Unity terrain, you can texture all this however you want. So you can have purple texture, pink texture, whatever. In this class that we've got going, we have the ability to come over to these rocks and click on a certain part of the rock. And as you can see here, we'll just drop these. Drop them out now. So you can see, when we click on the rock, it adds, flint back into our thing. But if we were to click over on this type of texture, adds nothing. If we click on the grass, it adds nothing. So on and so forth. So if you guys would like me to do a tutorial on how I've done this, drop us a line on the forum, or tell us if you want me to make this into a package or what you guys would like. Anyway, enjoy guys. See you later.